This is a special bonus episode of My Mom Knows Everything Supposedly, the podcast. Hosted by Finn and his mom, this podcast combines the wisdom and experience of parenthood with the curiosity and perspective of childhood. In this clip, Finn's mom explains why this podcast is important to them now, at a time when parenting and family dynamics are changing and evolving at a rapid pace. Welcome to the community where we share ideas instead of opinions, celebrate victories instead of focusing on failures, and pool our resources as we embark on a journey to explore the many definitions of what it means to be a family. And now, without further ado, here's me, Finn's mom. My mom knows everything, supposedly. Me and my 9-year-old son are getting curious about life. It's going to be fun. It's been fun. We've been doing it for the last couple months here, getting ready. The podcast has been long coming for a while because I have a really unique relationship with my son. I'm a single mom. And I think when I look at parenting right now, we're very confused. And I don't hardly think I have it figured out, but that's kind of my message. My parents were like, do what I say, not what I do. And it was intimidating as a kid because I was like, well, I have some ideas, right? But of course, there's a hierarchy, there's roles and responsibilities, but ultimately we have a lot to learn from each other. But we're not necessarily willing to be vulnerable with our kids to say, hey, I tell my kid, I'm only 27 years older than you, dude. I don't have it all figured out either, So we try to figure it out. We try to make decisions together and as much as we can. And people are like, gosh, you guys need a TV show, you need a podcast. And so it kind of leans into my facilitating and just building a deeper relationship with my kid who just turned 9. Last year for me too was like, what am I doing? Why am I just getting by? And I need to rise to the occasion and start making things happen. So this is definitely the year of that for me too. The extension of that life purpose. I am so incredibly proud to announce this project we've been working on. After navigating some big life changes at the beginning of the year, we're finally ready to share it with you. My parents didn't give me a great blueprint for how to be a good parent, and I've been flying blind for most of my life. So needless to say, this isn't a podcast where I sit on a throne and give everybody parenting advice. I'm by no means qualified for that. I just want to use my voice to remind everyone else out there who's just winging it, you're not alone. And to give a platform to a new generation of kids who are on a mission to make this world a better place. My son, Finn, and I are both very proud of the partnership we've built as a single mom and son team, and even more proud of the ways we've grown and learned together, most of which has been through meaningful conversations and an unrelenting respect for one another. But it isn't always sunshine and daisies. Our journey has been littered with potholes and flat tires just like everyone else's. Staying focused on making decisions that honor both our needs and prioritizing honest, empathetic communication has gotten us through the worst of it. We don't think our relationship is any more special than any other family out there, but we do think some of it is pretty cool, and we think you'll like it too. We all have a lot to learn from each other, and the world is changing at a rapid pace. There's no way we can keep up if we only use one brain to gather and store all that information. Let's build a community where we pool our resources, learn from each other's mistakes, celebrate winning the battles nobody knows about, and heal generational trauma through some generative conversation. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to everything we're going to learn together this year on the My Mom Knows Everything Supposedly podcast. Follow us on YouTube or TikTok, and subscribe to My Mom Knows Everything Supposedly wherever you get your podcasts.